Yeah, so here we go to a place where there was an old lady, and that old lady was not afraid of anything. She was not afraid. Oh, look at Ritvi. Oh, I'm not afraid of you. Okay, said the old lady. She said she's not afraid of you also. Oh, oh. And this lady was one day she went to the forest. She lived near the forest and she went into the forest and she went to pluck herbs and other things. And she was coming she was okay. But what happened was, it was becoming dark. It was so dark. Oh no! But Our Lady was not afraid of anything. And she was walking and walking and walking, and it was so dark. Tapa! Two boots stood on her way and jumped at her. She said, I'm not afraid of you. Go from here. Huh? Said the two boots. Clump, 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 clump. And she walked, and but she heard the sound of the clomp, 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 clomp. She looked back and she walked clomp, 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 clomp. As she was walking and walking and walking, oh, jumped! What is this? Oh, wiggle, 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 wiggle. The lady said, what wiggle, 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 wiggle? Go from here. Ah, he was not afraid of this pair of trousers. Was wiggling, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. She walked and she walked, and behind she heard clump, 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 and wiggle, 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 wiggle. She walked and she walked and she walked. It was becoming dark. There was no moon. There were no lights. It was so dark. Whoosh!
Excuse me, ma'am.
Swish! Swish! Swish!
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Ritvi, what happened?
I am not scared.
Even she said, I'm not scared. Swish, swish, go from here. And she walked a bit faster because she heard the swish, swish, swish from behind. And what did she hear? Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Vishwas, you can unmute yourself and you can make the sounds. All of you. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. And
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
clomp, 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 clomp.
Clump, 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 clump.
She walked and she walked and she was not afraid of anything. She heard only the sound. A little fast she went, and they came in front of her. Tap, 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 tap. Ha! Go from here, she said. I'm not afraid of you. Huh? Not afraid? Oh. And she heard the tap tap of the hat and clomp clomp of the shoes and the wiggle 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 of the pant and swish 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 of the shirt. afraid. And she was walking.
Ma'am?
She saw a pair of gloves, red colored gloves. My, in the dark, it was so dark. And she saw the quick, 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 quick. They were making a noise. But she said, I'm not afraid of you. And she walked and she walked and she walked. As she walked, she walked. Boom! That was a pumpkin. Yeah. Boo! Go from here. I'm not afraid of you. Huh? Behind followed the boo boo pumpkin, the quick 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 this, and the swish 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 swish, and the swish swish pants, and the clomp clomp thing, and the hat. And she went a bit faster because they were all following. And she went faster. And she went into a cottage and closed the door. She sat in the rocking chair. Tuck, 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 tuck. She was not afraid. At that time, knock, 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 knock.
Parati auntie, you're on mute. You're muted.
Till from when? Now, is it?
Now, just now.
Okay. So she opened the door. And whom did she see? She saw boo. And she saw click, click. And she saw. And she saw swish, swish. And she saw all of them standing there. What are you all waiting for? We came to scare you. Scare me? I'm not scared of you, but we had to scare you. We are not scared. I'm not scared. What do we do now? We can't scare you. She whispered something. And then she went to her house, into the house, and went to sleep. Midnight. Clump, clump. Swish, swish. Boom, boom. Clink. All the sounds were coming. Oh, and she opened the door, the window, and what did she see? She saw a scarecrow. And it was morning now. And what was the scarecrow doing? Scaring the crows away. See the whoa. And the old lady said, good, good. And she went back to sleep again. It was morning though. She went back to sleep smilingly. And the scarecrow remained there, scaring not the old lady, but the crows.